Okay, hopefully that fixed it. Okay, hopefully that
Test,
fixed it.
test, test.
All right, Tibbs, you're good.
It
Kenny,
sounded
you're
fine to
good.
me. What about you guys?
We need to listen to Jeff.
Hi there.
Okay,
Am I the
hopefully
problem?
that
Test,
fixed it.
test, test.
All right, Tibbs, you're good.
It
Kenny,
sounded
you're
fine to
good.
me. What about you guys?
We need to listen to Jeff.
Hi there.
Okay,
Am I the
hopefully
problem?
that fixed
Test,
it.
test,
All right, we're
test.
good. All right, Tibbs. Now that's fucking echoey. All right, we should be good.
All right, great. Sorry for the delay, folks. And again, welcome to uh, episode 22 of Geist the Sin Eater, second edition, Second Chances. Uh, things have been a little rough over here for the last while, but we're back finally. Uh, so I guess let's go ahead and jump on in.
Finally here, performing for you.
Today is Monday, January 1st, 2024. What have you been doing over your downtime, folks?
I can go first, actually. Uh, Day one, it's just not wanting to load. Day one, I looked into how to bind the Undertaker into an object. Does he have a ban or a bane using the Oracle? And the Mad Undertaker. No. Hold on, we clarified that. The Exhibition Killer. Sorry. The vision came to us as shadows moving on the walls of the caverns of the underworld. A large shadow grabs smaller ones and eats them whole. His stomach, you notice, seems far from full, and his heart still beats strongly. No ban or bane is revealed to you before the vision ends. However, I do think that this means that he's not close yet from his goal. So that's good for us. That's very good for us. Day two, I checked what?
Him not having a ban or bane means that he hasn't gotten too much power down his particular power set, which is really good for us.
Yeah. Day two, I went to check in with Delilah. If you don't remember who Delilah Cotton is, she is the woman who owns the ski resort, who is basically fleeing supernatural circumstances everywhere else and landed smack dab in the middle of Ghost Paradise, I guess. And she's doing well, but she notes that she's been dealing with a recent spate of insubordination among the forces of Cotton Security, which is not great because we were hoping to use them. Day three, I looked into whatever the underground bookstore has pulled up on my great-great-grandpa. And according to the accounts in the bookstore regarding Tom Cartwright, they're not uncommon. Several ghosts have written and sold off testimonies about a Sin Eater in Whispering Peaks, operating from the 50s through the 70s of 1900s. And that terrified the ghostly community. The Bound was a fortune teller who used his abilities to help supplement his income, and kept the peace in town by committing ectophagia against any ghost that stepped out of line. So if they made him mad, he just ate them. It killed two birds with one stone as it kept his belly full of plasm, and the ghosts of the city, and eventually even the ghosts of the underworld after he died, came to call him the Hungry Eye, as he used his abilities with haunts in the tarot to help him hunt. Which also sounds really cool. Day 4, I have to go deal with Gretchen's car. The ghost selling Gretchen's car is willing to sell if we have the goods. He's already had to lower his price several times as none of the ghosts are willing to sell. He wants 5 good memories, but he might be willing to haggle. We haggled, and he lowered the price to 3 memories, and we paid it. So we now have Gretchen's ghost car.
As say, Gretchen now has the ghost car.
Ghost car, ghost car. And, day 5, I had to do the really hard thing and thank the parents of the heart donor. And they're sad, but pleased that Susie has pulled through thanks to their daughter's sacrifice. So that was Nathan.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go. Um, so first thing we did was I ran the rituals and jumped in Granny Heartstopper, uh, which went all right, though they've got some problems going on, which I think we'll be discussing a little bit later. Uh, then I went and checked in on Screamer to talk to him about the traps in the underworld, the ones that he saw in France and the one that our psychopath is generating here to anchor to the underworld. Screamer is still recovering. He tells us that the tableau looked vaguely familiar. At the moment, he's in no shape to take a closer look just yet. And we'll be hearing back from him once he's recovered a bit more, since he spent several months of malnutrition. Did some hockey stuff. Hockey at the YMCA continues to be a good time. The Whispering Freaks prep kids keep showing up again, and they're pointing and laughing, but that's fine. Fuck them. I checked in on Susie and Granny Heartstopper. So Susie is recovering from their heart transplant, seems to be doing much better, but they are stricken by a new ghost in the presence. A teenage girl that's wailing in anger whenever Susie does just about anything. Her grandmother mutters in embarrassment that this is what she didn't want to talk about. Apparently, the heart donor was less than enthusiastic about the donation, but she doesn't seem to be doing much more than annoying Susie's grandmother at the moment.
Oops.
And because most ghosts' anchors are their corpse, and well, that is her heart, she does have a right to be there to some extent. Last but not least, I did some coaching, checking in on the junior varsity kids, see how they're doing as the team improves. They are doing quite well. They are always happy to have some student coaching, and we've got some important games coming up, which will decide whether or not they go to state this year. So, woo!
All right.
Team. Tibbs literally just put something in his mouth, and great timing. Amazing timing. Go team!
Alrighty, so we have so the first day spent a bit of time with Daffodil, the wife of my butler, I guess. She's been spending her time keeping an eye on the cleaning staff and quote, judging them silently or not so silently. Let's see here. I looked day 2 I looked into Tiberius Kennison. According to the information Fred Ripley digs up for me, Tiberius Kennison was part of the first attempt at settling Whispering Peaks along with his wife and children. He was appointed town's constable due to his experience in the Virginia militia. Let's see here. Day 3.
Void has a good point. Jeff and Tibbs are swapped.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can be Jeff for a day.
Hey, will you go make me some tea?
All right.
Kidding. I still have tea. We're good.
Yeah. Day 3, I talked to D, see if there's any rituals or stuff that we can do regarding facilitating communication between the ghosts and the living. And see, D tells you that it's not particularly difficult for ghosts to communicate with humans as long as you aren't particularly picky. Medium can hear ghosts speak, so they can translate. things like Ouija boards can also be used. The innate Sin Eater ceremony speaker for the dead works as well. If the ghost is capable of projecting an image or manifesting, that would also allow communication. So we were given a couple of avenues of facilitating communication between the living and the dead. Day 4, I upgraded my computer. Woo. And then day 5, it's done. Day 5, I talked with Delilah, see if we can get Cotton Security to look into the estimated murder locations, or the future murder locations, I should say. Delilah agreed to have her people look into locations for us, explaining. Let's see here. Explain your theories about exhibition killer is likely to strike next. So yeah. So Delilah is going to be getting her security people to look into the future murder locations.
Awesome. It's only slightly scary because they're being insubordinate currently.
It'll give them something to do. The impression that I got was they were insubordinate because they didn't have anything really supernatural to dive into. So
Fair enough.
Alrighty. So, today is Monday, January 1st, 2024. What was your plans today, and where are you at?
I believe we were going after the Six-Gun Saint and hauling him back home. And then, if time allowed, go and talk to Mr. Giltskull and or what's his name? Who's
Jacques.
big evil greed dude about it?
Mammon?
Your cult people person. Mammon, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Mammon.
But yeah, talk to Jack, maybe stop by Mammon's afterwards, because this was one of the things he was very insistent on.
Anyways, yeah. So that's what we're up to. I believe I picked up a blessed crucifix at a previous point, which, and for those of you wishing, he cannot refuse to hear confession, was the ban, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that, but before we do that, we have a ritual to do real quick.
Oh,
We
yes?
need to hand off the our regalia to our great Pokemon master here, Nathan. So basically, this will give them an extra rank in their ghost's power, which will put them above the rank where they can just directly punch the Six-Gun Saint in the face and potentially function as a Bane, which is pretty cool.
I want to be the very best. Sorry, I could not help it.
Alright, so where are you guys gathering for this?
I believe we have gotten several hints of where he was hanging out.
I mean, for the ritual.
Oh,
Clubhouse?
By the way, is there a dice roll for it?
I don't know. Let's find Don the Regalia. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
All right, page.
a second here.
Try and remember this being a ceremony.
There it is, the bestow regalia ceremony.
Thank you.
Looking, I found the name of it. Now I'm just looking for the actual ceremony.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Bestow regalia, page 125. Reenact the mysteries of your crew's faith, enrobing a celebrant in mythic power. Ritualist must be a member of a crew that has at least one regalia. Subject, one celebrant to the ritualist crew. Duration, 1 chapter or until resolved. I think you're gonna win out on presence plus occult, Tibbs, because you have an occult.
Give me a sec. Now let me reorganize things here so I can actually function. Okay. That's that. You said presence plus occult?
Yep.
Do you need assistance?
You can't assist.
Oh, okay.
You're the subject.
2 successes.
Well, it's your ceremony that you guys have been working on, so why don't you tell me who's present and describe what's going on?
All right. So the ritual, the symbols listed are symbolic representations of the myth to be reenacted. Reenact a parable or myth that illustrates a key tenet of the crew's understanding of the mysteries of the underworld. Guys, I think we need to go with the funniest joke possible here. We need somebody to have a mask ripped off of them.
And Nathan is the one doing the pulling.
Yep.
Okay.
Because obviously they have to be reenacting the myth itself. So Ty is going to be passive here, the person with the mask upon them.
All right. Well,
It's a cheap Halloween mask we picked up a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. That's a better joke. I was gonna say the only mask Nathan keeps on him is a V for Vendetta mask for purposes. Yeah,
Right.
Thank you, Mike.
Love you, Mike.
A free reroll to pocket.
Thank you, Mike. Let's see. So you're just gonna hold on to that.
Yep.
So you guys have an idea of how you want your ceremony to go. Please describe who's there, where you are, what you do. Your ceremony.
I think we're doing a violence today, so I think we should keep it to people that we know can be safe through this, and I think that's me, myself, and you guys. If you want, we can bring Gretchen along, but I'm not sure they're geared up for this.
I don't think they're ready for this.
I just don't want anyone to get shot right now.
Like, are we catching him in the real world or in the dead
He's
world?
in the real world. He's kicking around.
Oof.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it Myrtle that had a firearm score? Who
The
has
problem
our
is-
firearms?
The problem is they'd be shooting a ghost, and the bullets would simply go through the ghost.
What if she's shooting ghost bullets?
We don't have any of those on hand.
We could destroy
Yes.
some.
Yeah, but I think that would take some doing and some writing on Kenny's part. So I think we would be doing that later, and a good idea and fun.
Fair enough. Okay, so just the three of us, and Nathan is standing in between these two, being spun in a circle, with his eyes closed, and has to, I guess, reach out and rip a mask off of someone. Hopefully the right one.
You'll be pointed towards Ty and forced to identify him as, the one who has done these horrible things.
So Nathan is dizzy from being spun, hands on his shoulders, spinning him around. He's not a very big person. He's also not very graceful. But he does have enough dexterity to stay on his feet. And when he's pointed at Ty with his eyes closed, he points and goes, You are the one, and rips his mask off.
And I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Et voila.
Alrighty. So, a successful ceremony bestows the regalia condition. For the whole class, and because it's been a while since I read your regalia, how does your regalia condition work?
I believe we had eminence. Let me triple check on the wording. Sorry.
That sounds right.
Regalia effects: eminence. A sin eater, ghost, or Geist member of the crew donning the regalia gains +1 rank. The living and others who don't have an effective rank are treated as rank 1. Resolve: give all lower ranked entities that can see you the beaten down tilt.
So, anyone who fucks with you is getting beaten down, which means they have to spend willpower to fight you. And 2, you are now high enough rank that theoretically this Reaper will take damage as if you were their Bane whenever your ghost self hits them. Now, admittedly, this is only the stuff that what's her name does. Prom Queen does.
Yeah.
You are,
That's fine. While she's out and being a Pokemon, I'm actually really weak, so.
Well, that's my job, is to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
And Tibbs, your job is to make sure he doesn't get out of the combat.
I might be able to help with that.
So now it's time to hunt him down.
Also, we cannot kill him.
I mean, we can if you want, but it's not what we're...
back.
Mm-hmm. So let's get him, let's get that face knocked off of him, and then we'll drag him back down to the underworld.
By the way, just to get this out of the way here, because a Sin Eater does have an effective rank, even when they're acting without unleashing their Geist. What is the lower of your Synergy or Prom Queen's rank?
My Synergy is 8, and Prom Queen's rank is...
Without the bonus.
That is without the bonus.
Yeah, what's Prom Queen's rank without the bonus? You didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm still trying to find it, I'm sorry. I think 6.
Okay, then that would mean that your effective rank without the bonus is 6.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So
the
that
rule
means...
Rule on page 91 is that a Sin Eater has an effective rank of the lower of their Synergy or their Geist's rank, which only works against ghosts, Geists, and spirits aligned with death and decay.
Which means that if you had the stats for it, you could simply walk over and rip his mask off.
Okay.
However, you don't have the stats for it. Let the ghost do it.
Okay.
At least I don't think your strength plus brawl is worth a damn right now.
My strength plus brawl is a chance die.
So yeah, don't do that one. But worth knowing. That's actually kind of a huge deal.
Yeah.
If you slap a ghost, you straight up will be hitting them for aggravated damage. And that's before we do the eminence thing.
Alrighty. So, this taken care of, you're looking for the Six-Gun Saint. Do you have any idea where to go to find him?
I believe we spent some time investigating him, but I cannot remember as a person, so I'm going to try and delve into Ty's memory real quick.
Alright.
Alright, let's try and pull this up. I believe it was in downtime.
Or you can simply roll, since you're looking at Ty's memory for this sort of thing.
Many of the ghosts of Whispering Peaks mention having seen the Six-Gun Saint, attempting to convince Ghost to join him and go to the underworld voluntarily. He's had to kick the Reaper out of his graveyard multiple times. So that might be a good place to start looking, and then we do some occult rolls and searches out from there.
Works for me.
Alrighty then. So, to the graveyard you go.
Hi ho, hi ho, soft to the dead we go.
Bear with me momentarily here. I have a plugin, so Google Docs has a dark mode. But of course, that only works on the pages of the documents. So when I go to pull up in a new document in Google Docs, I get flashbanged.
Yep.
Alrighty. Since you don't usually spend much time here, let's go over the place again. The part of the graveyard that is actually currently used is the modern Whispering Peaks Memorial Garden behind St. Anthony's Chapel. It's fenced off from the smaller old Whispering Peaks Cemetery, which is the original cemetery which has been used since the 1800s and where your little Avernian gate to the underworld is. So do you want to look at the new cemetery or the old cemetery?
Why don't we stand right in between them and just yell out for him?
Well, the one that has been drawing his direct attention is the one that the Mad Undertaker is operating at. So why don't we start there?
Works for me.
Alrighty. Give me some sort of investigation or occult roll.
Okay. I've got a 4 on wits plus investigation. Eh? You got a better one?
I've got a 5.
Well, would you like me to assist with your wits plus investigation and we throw the occult over to Clever Boy over here?
Tibbs, you good with that? I can't hear you.
My my good roll for this would be intelligence and occult.
I mean,
That'll-
there's nothing.
That'll give me a 9.
Okay, cool. Then we can investigate from both angles.
I am not helpful today.
That's okay.
Ty does his best Freddy impersonation, apparently. Let's split up, gang.
Alright, so Tibbs, you're gonna roll int and occult. I'm doing int plus investigation. That's a 5, not a 6. 3 successes.
3 successes.
All right. So the crew spreads out and combs the graveyard for any sign of the Reaper called the Six Gun Saint. Since you've been told before that he likes to hang out here, it's as good a starting place as any. However, after 10 or 15 minutes of combing the area, neither of you have found any recent sign of the Six Gun Saint or his posse.
Well, I guess we can ask the ghost people around, see if they've heard anything.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think that would probably be a socialized roll.
I am not good at that.
I do. I can also remember.
I've got
to type
4
that.
in presence plus socialize.
I have
You got-
8.
Got what?
8.
Well, let me try to assist again.
Tibbs, would you like to assist as well?
I only have 2.
Okay.
All right, there you go. 1 die.
Alrighty then. 9 dice rolling up, coming up.
9! Wow.
One success.
Well, you know what they say.
One success is a success.
Yep. So again, you fan out, this time not looking for physical signs of the Six Gun Saint, but talking to the ghosts that populate the graveyards to see if you can find any clues that might help you find him. Well, when the crew reconvenes, the 3 of you have heard from multiple ghosts variations on the same rumor that the Six Gun Saint and his posse have been attempting to convince a new Geist in town who showed up recently to come to the underworld with them.
That better not be
We
fucking
need-
Gretchen.
It's only
There's
Gretchen.
only Gretchen.
Phone breaks out and we call Gretchen.
I knew it.
I said Geist, not Sin Eater.
Ah,
Oh, Sinead. Guys.
a new.
You're a
Geist.
Sin Eater. Your Geist is the Geist you hang out with is the Geist.
Okay,
It's the difference between a cat and a cat owner.
So we are going to ask around about who the new Geist in town is.
I bet you it's the Johnny
don't-
Rotten.
I don't think they would count him because I think
Curtain call.
he has been around, just trapped.
I mean, it's kind of hard to recruit a
Interesting logic.
Geist
To be fair,
down to the underworld if they
he
can't
is
move.
more present now and is now a member of the social society, so it could be him. So I guess that would probably be our best lead.
So let's ask around about who the new Geist in town is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You there?
Hey, I'm
Young
sorry, I
man.
forgot. I forgot what the guy's name was. The punk guy.
Curtain call.
Curtain call.
Curtain
Curtain
call.
call. That's what it was.
All right, I'm gonna roll presence plus Socialize.
Mr. Call, first name Kurt. That's Kurt N. Call.
4 successes.
All right. So you're asking around the graveyard again for a second round to see if anyone knows anything about a new Geist in town. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ghosts have been exchanging gossip a lot. After all, that's more or less what they do in graveyards. A Geist showed up at some nightclub, from what you've been hearing, and he has been since wandering around trying to gather up groups of ghosts who are victims of violence. Especially, he says, he's interested in anyone who had bad run-ins with vampires.
That's gotta be Curtain Call.
Yep. Well, let's go find Kurt.
Do we have any way of supernaturally locate? Wait, I can.
You're the Oracle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit down and roll my eyes back into my head here in this old graveyard, and figure
Take a
out what
look
my
at your
roll is for
questions.
Oracle again. I have it
Let's
written
take a-
down.
Synergy plus Oracle.
Yeah. So I've got 4 in Oracle, 8 in Synergy, so that's a 12.
Jeez. Enough fucking dice for you. You want to crack a key while you're at it?
4 successes.
All right. So we know how this works by now. The Oracle condition. You rolled. How many plasma did you pay? How many plasma did you play?
3, I believe.
All right, so you pay 3. That means, let's see, what's your rank in Oracle?
4.
All right, that means that you get 6 charges on the Oracle condition.
Cool.
And let's see. That means that you can ask 6 questions from the list.
I guess the first question is locating a denizen of the underworld. Does that count under the rules for descent?
Let's see here.
That'll be the rank 4 power can answer a single question about the underworld.
All right, if you don't want all 6 charges, I can just say that you spent the 3 plasm for this single question about the underworld.
Yeah, that works for me.
And I suppose an underworld denizen would count. I don't see why they wouldn't.
So,
So-
where might we find the 6-gun saint?
Where can we find the 6-gun saint?
All right. The underworld gives you a vision of pulsing thunder and bloody combat. Inside, a room of brightest crimson.
Was that it?
That's the vision. That's it.
Okay, just didn't want to interrupt you. Get in the car. Let's go.
Sure.
So-
Where are we
so-
going?
The
The
red,
red room.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was searching my brain for any place that we had covered in blood. I was not thinking, hey, this room has red wallpaper.
The underworld isn't necessarily known for giving you straightforward answers.
Honestly, I think it did a pretty good job of being straightforward this time around.
Well, we shouldn't
Need
be
to be
that
at-
far, right?
I have no idea, honestly, but we should be able to get there relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And
Let's
I've got
see.
the key for the back, so
I'm gonna say it's about 9 o'clock, if that's okay with you guys.
sounds good.
What day of the week did you say it was?
Monday.
Okay,
Ah.
that's not so bad then.
Hey, Tibbs.
Yeah.
Do you want to aura flare if we need to scare people out of here, or shall I?
I'll do it.
I figured it would be your thing.
Alrighty. So the crew arrives at the Red Room downtown. Of course, you're not the only ones here, but tonight it seems that the Red Room is inhabited by a different kind of denizen. Instead of the mildly long lines of various 20-somethings and up waiting to get in and dance, you see that the club is surrounded by a handful of vans. The one that catches your eye the most has a flashy logo that says Haunted America.
All the more reason why we can be in there. We're just part of the tour group. We go in.
A couple members of a film crew are standing by the door alongside Dan Draven and his bodyguard, the one who usually serves as the bouncer. They're in a heated conversation about what appears to be a stack of legal documents on the hood of the van.
Hey, boss.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Hey, boss. Just going in to haul some crates. Need anything particular tonight?
Dan looks up at Ty's approach and sees the other two members of the crew behind him. Well, I don't think this is a good time, Ty. Yeah, it's not, says the man standing beside of him. We're filming inside. Go away, kid.
Okay. I think this might be a moment for me.
Could you get your way through the legal documents for them? Because I think that might resolve this quite nicely.
Actually, what I was going to do. So, Nathan, this is New Year's Day. New year, new me.
Huh?
He's in a suit and tie. He walks very confidently up between these two and picks up the papers from between them and starts to skim through them, analyzing it and talking it out as they go. I'd like to see if I can discern what the issue is before they tell me. Would that be...
It sounds like academics to me.
I could.
Yeah,
wits,
intelligence was good.
Can I do wits plus academics with my specialty in deciphering?
Sure, but isn't intelligence better for you?
Nope. Wits is.
Fair enough.
One success. So, gentlemen, it looks like the issue you're having here is.
All right, so looking over the legal documents, grabbing them from the hood of the van, to the stark horror of everyone who's standing around except for the bodyguard, who looks mildly amused. What you're reading here is a pretty boilerplate contract. In fact, the stack of documents is so boilerplate it appears to have been photocopied several times, in fact, and is mildly faded. You note that, in particular, the page left at the top of the stack is the one that negotiates remuneration. Precisely, the fee to shoot in a location is a flat $2,000. That has been circled multiple times in red pen.
Well, it
Obvious.
seems that the problem here is that the remuneration figures are substandard for an establishment such as the Red Room. So where are we at in negotiations? I believe we can at least quadruple that without bothering your budget based on your typical earnings.
Can I pull on my background to pull a more typical figure?
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Can I pull on my background as a rich kid to get a more typical figure?
Sure, that makes sense to me. I'm not going to have you roll for that, I don't suppose. It sounds like a massive low ball to you, Ethan. You'd be guessing that a reality TV ghost hunting show, especially one good enough that you've heard of it, they could easily nail down 10K. They're bound to make 6 figures at least off of the airing rights.
Okay. So I mentioned this. I'm like, I think you're missing a zero on this. How long has it been since this document's been updated?
Indeed, since the entirety of your show is based upon machinery you already have and completely dependent upon an independent location, I do believe that this figure simply will not suffice.
So I have a question. They seem to be doing a great job distracting them. Is there any film crew gear out here? Any cameras, lights, anything that looks like it's destined on the way inside?
The back of the van has been left wide open. You can see inside various cases, light racks, a couple of cameras, boom microphones, etc.
How would you take a how about a subterfuge plus composure roll to just pick up some stuff and walk in with it as if it were my job?
Okay, I will accept that. Roll at a +1 for the distraction.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to willpower this because there is nothing in this world I want to work more than this joke. Come on. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. With Nathan and Ethan's pronouncements of the pay being less, being unacceptable, Dan, Dan's face becomes covered in a smug smirk. The producer that Dan is talking to, however, looks absolutely horrified. What the fuck do you two kids think you're doing? Get away from there. This is important documents for adults only.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I reach into my wallet, pass Dan my mother's business card. It's like, and say something effective. She might be able to link you up with someone that can help with these kinds of negotiations. And I pointedly let the producer see the name on it.
If not the name, the logo.
Yeah, the logo on it. You seem like someone that mom would like to know.
Can I presence plus
Great.
persuasion de-escalate this?
Dan pokes the producer in the shoulder and says, "See, the kid knows at least some of what he's talking about."
Meanwhile,
So-
I'm gone.
So, are you willing to negotiate? I'm more than happy to let you guys film here. The producer sputters, but you called us.
Well, obviously he called you. It's New Year's Day. It's the time that this place is most active for spirits. You should absolutely be paying him double an average rate. This is going to be your best episode, not only of the season, but of this series.
So while this has been going on, Ty grabbed, what did you grab?
I grabbed what looked like it needed to go inside. Some lights, some cameras. I'm sure there's some gear in here that needed to go in.
All right. So Ty grabs some nondescript gear and walks right in the front door while no one was paying attention. Ty's ears are immediately assailed by the sounds of ghostly screaming and gunshots. His body is assailed by the physical winds that it seems to be carrying around various tables and bottles like a small tornado in the room. Several Haunted America crew members are glued to the wall or floor, if they're lucky, or unlucky, the ceiling by the wind, unable to do much of anything but listen to what appears to be a massive brawl between ghosts.
I reach into my bag before anyone gets a good look at me and pull my mask on down, setting the crate carefully
I'm
aside.
sorry, man. You cut out for like a 30 full seconds. I didn't hear anything until you said crate.
All right. So I set the crate aside and I pull my mask down over my face. I've got it in my bag because I do not wish to be identified for what's about to happen. Is there a cameraman visibly in here with a camera on and recording? I feel like I could notice that really quickly.
Give me just a sec here. Evens or odds?
Odds.
7.
What would be more fun? Yes, there is a camera recording, but it's not in the hands of the cameraman, who is spread eagle across the wall about 6 feet up, being buffeted by the spectral winds. The camera laying on the ground at his feet, however, does have a green light flashing.
I reach into my pocket and say, 1, keep them out there. 2, make sure they pay really well for this footage. They're getting some good shit. All right. I need to be unrecognizable as quickly as possible, and I've got a pretty good way to do that.
You've got a V for Vendetta mask.
Hun, I've got my hockey mask on, but that's not what's important. What's important is I'm about to summon the call.
In front of these people?
Listen, they're already seeing a ghost fight in here. I'm going to step behind a surface, whatever it takes to cover the direct transformation.
And you want me to stall, right?
I mean, you're welcome to come in, but it's going to be a mess regardless. The humans aren't going to have a capacity to deal with this.
Mm-hmm. That was not
so, yeah, I'm going to go get some immediate cover from the mortal viewers, and I'm going to summon the call.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so I've got 2 in the call and 3 in synergy, so that's 5. I'm going to turn the key of... I think this is funnier if I just show up and start wrecking shit, right? That's way funnier. Just no conversation, just go and punch stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to take up the key of stillness.
Alrighty. Make your rolls.
Two successes, which is a success.
All right. So, Ty notices that the bar is mostly intact. There have been parts of it ripped off and currently swirling around in the makeshift tornado within the Red Room, but most of it's still there. So it makes a opportune place to engage in the transformation, which you do successfully. Give us a quick little description of what you look like once the call has been donned.
All right, so we've all seen the horrifying beast that is Be Aggressive, and we're going to lean very hard into Be Aggressive here. But we're going to have Be Aggressive's basically the team member of the hockey team that Be Aggressive would theoretically be cheering on. The face crumples in on itself. Behind a mess of hockey hair is the jaws that swallow all into the void. That weird teeth thing she's got behind her Samara ass hair. My big bulky body stretches out into something barely human. Think more the Hulk or like, Solomon Grundy, big muscular monstrous thing with claws for fingertips, marching forward into the mess.
Okay. So what you see going into the tornado is as follows. There are about you would guess roughly 30 ghosts engaged in a pretty brutal fight. About half of them have been given some various cast-off rope, twine, cables, whatever they could find that would be useful for tying someone up. This being the case, you also note that at the eye of the storm are the six-gun Saint and Curtain Call. Everybody is fighting. Curtain Call and the six-gun Saint the most of all. The guns have come out, and every so often the Saint takes a pot shot at Curtain Call. This is made more complicated by the fact that Curtain Call is attempting to take his head off with his cast-off guitar. Everyone is screaming something at everyone else, so it's difficult to hear what anyone is saying. Also, you are now under the effect of the heavy wind's environmental tilt.
I have a question.
Yes?
Is it cold in here?
I mean, this kind of wind would, but let me read you the effect of the heavy wind's environmental tilt. Heavy winds are loud, so characters suffer a -3 modifier to oral perception rolls. Also, the wind inflicts a penalty to all physical rolls when out in the winds, including drive rolls. Grade the wind from 1 to 5. In this case, 5 is tornado level, 150 miles per hour plus, and that's around where we're at. The wind's grade represents the penalty applied to physical dice rolls. Characters outside in the maelstrom also take damage from flying debris, taking bashing damage, each turn equal to the wind's rating. Characters may make a reflexive dexterity plus athletics roll to avoid the damage.
All right. I am going to start removing. Can I tell who's on what side? Is that obvious? Can I tell who's a member of the insane sheriff posse?
Give me a quick perception roll.
You got it. I believe that's composure plus wits.
Yes.
All right, 2 successes.
The core of the ghosts that you surmise to be on Curtain's Call side, you recognize as the ones who had been following around Dan.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get rid of the ones fighting those guys.
All right, so if you want to engage in combat, we'll be coming back around and we'll be rolling initiative.
Sounds fun.
All right, so the other two, what are you doing?
So, did Ty fill us in on what's going on?
He told you that there was a big thing going on inside, and said that he was going to be joining the violence. That is the last thing you got from him.
Okay.
I will say that now that the screaming match between Dan and the Haunted America producer has subsided, you can hear sounds from inside, reminiscent of wind.
If you'll notice, now that you've stopped ruining the atmosphere, it is quite active inside tonight, as it is the New Year's Day. New Year's Day. It's always active this time of year. So, in exchange for the insult, we'd also like to ask for not only double the standard fee, so instead of $10,000, $20,000 for the location, we'd also like to ask for a sizable donation to the Whispering Peaks. What's the fucking thing that Ripley runs?
Historical Society?
Historical Society. Whispering Peaks Historical Society. As remuneration for the stars of your show this evening. Can I do presence plus persuasion?
Sure. I was looking up the thing here since you're looking around. All right. So you wanted to do specifically the museum that Fred runs?
Yeah. Well, the Historical Society is honestly probably better.
Okay, fine. That works.
Exceptional success.
All right. The producer is left sputtering in confusion as he looks from Nathan to Dan, who only gets more and more smug as time goes on. But you called me, he said.
And in what world does that mean we should be paid less than a fair amount? We called you because this is something your viewers will pay to watch again and again and again. Think of all of the ad revenue. Everyone's gonna want to have an ad in this. Hell, if you want, we can throw a Pepsi t-shirt on one of these ghosts.
I'm gonna sneak away and activate the boneyard covering the entire property, including the parking lot.
Thank you. I'm gonna need you to help soon.
I'm coming in as soon as I can, I'm sorry.
I just need ice. I'm good if I can get some ice.
Does anyone have the capacity to make ice?
Yes. Tibbs's boneyard can inflict weather conditions.
That is true.
I'll take a highball.
So, Ethan, you can make your roll for the boneyard.
Okay. So here. 5. Ooh. Okay. So let me see the size here. Boneyard. Okay, size.
It's
So-
a single nightclub. It shouldn't be too big.
So 2 for size. It's a small warehouse and or supermarket because I'm doing the parking lot as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so there's 2 there. Then 3 for the. Do you want this extreme cold or blizzard tilt?
I wanted ice. There's an.
Oh yeah, ice. My apologies. Yeah, ice. Yeah, so 3 for the ice tilt.
Because that'll give me a very nice bonus to my Dex plus Athletics score because I'll be able to roll around on my skates. That'll give me a bunch of bonuses right now, and
Okay.
give everyone else a problem.
Alrighty. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another 2 to enforce a law. That law is going to be no shooting guns. So while this doesn't actually make them worse at shooting, it will give them a -2 penalty to all of their social roles if they break this rule.
Additionally, it will also allow you to punish them for doing so.
The bound gains the rote action quality to all rolls to punish the occupant in the boneyard that breaks her law and counts as a bane for all the ghosts who violate that rule.
Come on, and let my battle come on.
5 successes. Because I also used the key of Pyre Flame.
You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no.
I can see if there is an exceptional success benefit here.
I think it's just more charges.
I think it's you get your stuff back if you resolve it.
And yeah, when the haunt ends without resolving, the senator regains half the plasm spent on Raise the Boneyard.
Hey, Ken,
Okay.
If you don't,
can you tap your mic? You got tinny for a second.
testing
Like
with
this?
Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
All
So
right.
basically, if you don't resolve this one, which you don't want to do, you'll instead get your stuff back. That's pretty nice.
Half rounded up. And how
Yep.
much plasm did you spend on this?
7.
Okay.
5 from the key, 2 from myself.
So you would end up getting 4 back.
Yep.
Woo.
All right. The boneyard is raised. The production crew who's standing around waiting for the producer seems to notice the chill in the air as the boneyard comes into effect. But the producer, Dan, and his bodyguard are all in their own little world and don't seem to notice. Ethan, can you describe what's going on?
So so normally there's kind of a veneer of like dust and whatnot, like the area hadn't been maintained in decades. This time though, it's like someone left the door open in the middle of winter in Colorado. Everything is now kind of covered with a layer of ice, and there's a cold wind blowing towards the building.
Alrighty. Before we get any farther in this, I'm going to step away momentarily. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so just to keep everybody posted about what has just happened for me, I've just been handed one of my better benefits for dealing with this, because everybody else is going to be dealing with the ice tilt except me.
Mm-hmm.
So the ice tilt, Tibbs, do you still have that open, or shall I read it for the class?
Tibbs, you're muted.
If you would read it out loud, I'd appreciate it. It's on page 295.
Description. The ground's covered in a mirror-smooth layer of ice that sends wheels spinning and people's feet flying out from underneath them. The ice can be so thin as to be nearly invisible. It can be a thick layer that the only thing keeping the characters from sinking into a frozen lake. When a character can't trust her footing, divide her speed in half, and all physical rolls and defense suffer a -2 penalty. Attempting to move at full speed will increase the physical penalty to -4. This is on top of the physical penalty of -5 that the heavy winds are doing right now. Any dramatic failure on a physical roll results in the knockdown tilt. Driving on ice is a real pain, have acceleration, and characters suffer a -5 to drive rolls. So, right now, anybody who's in here is at a -9. Meanwhile, I'm at a simple -3 to my athletics rolls to ignore this. From the nice little bonus from invoking my hockeyness at this. And I get to ignore the ice entirely because I'm skating on it.
Nathan's gonna have a hard time.
The thing is, Nathan isn't going to be running around in there. A floating ghost is going to be.
I do at least have to come in.
Oh yes, but you can sit your cute little butt down.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be playing Pokemon Master.
Prom Queen uses punch. It's super effective.
No, that's my contribution to combat.
What are you talking about? You also are now capable of doing Bane damage to the guy who we need to be doing Bane damage to rip his mask off. I'm the only one who can't rip his mask off now. So you guys are there. I'm here to play support. Because the funniest thing is I made a combat monster. You guys didn't, and you both are better at fighting than I am. Not complaining. I just think it's super fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Swing a little more, oh the merry-go. Swing a little more next to me.
Alrighty.
And remember, you still have that reroll in your pocket, Lex, whenever you need it.
Yep. Thank you again, Mike, for the pocketed reroll.
This is the color of insanity.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Is Curtain Call Scottish?
No idea. We haven't had a real good conversation with him.
So, before we dig in, this interaction has brought up a question
Is Curtain
that
Call
I'm
Scottish?
going to that I'm going to pose to to the group of you. All right, I was originally playing this off as the tilts, environmental tilts, do not affect ghosts because they're environmental. However, if that is true, then the ice condition in the boneyard also doesn't affect ghosts.
Ooh.
So,
either way, I still want it because that gives me a +2 on my rolls to deal with the heavy winds. The question it does raise, though, is why anyone bothered summoning the winds if they're not affecting anybody involved in the scuffle.
yeah, except for the mortals who are screwed. So, that brings a question here that I want to pose to the group of you. So, we can handle it the way I was handling it, where the wind was strictly an anti-mortal measure, and the ice now doesn't affect anyone except it gives Ty his skating. Or we can rule that since these are from supernatural sources, they affect everybody, ghosts included.
I think it would be fun to just fucking melee it out with all of everyone being affected.
Honestly, it's more coherent with the rest of the power system if it does affect the ghosts as well.
The question I have straightforwardly is, before we go into that, who did who summoned the storm and why did they do it? Because I think that answers the question quite neatly. If they were trying to deal with the mortals, fine, I'll deal with that. And that's a good way of keeping Dan and everyone out of here while we deal with it.
I mean,
If
I'm
they
not
were-
going to. I'm not going to tell you, but you guys seem to want to handle it with the weather effects affecting the ghosts too. So that's how we'll handle it.
Oh yeah, this is hilarious. So just want to be very clear, we need to get this camera crew out of here because they're gonna fucking die. So this is doing 5 bashing damage every turn.
Oh. Maybe I should not go in.
You don't have to go in, is the thing. You don't have to go in.
Yeah, Prom Queen is a ghost and she can go through walls.
This is the reason why I was talking about I
Kenny.
really just wanted the ice to help me with this problem and let me skate. That's what I was trying to tell you guys, is these storm winds are a huge problem for everyone else.
Yep.
And I think we need to focus more on... I don't think it makes sense for there to still be a fight going on if these winds are hitting supernaturally. If they were just dealing with the mortals, that's fine. I can handle that, and our ghost friends can handle that to an extent. The problem we have here is that we've got a tornado happening indoors, and it's going to be doing 5 bashing damage per turn to everyone affected by them.
So it'll be really easy to get him knocked down and dragged out of there.
Unfortunately, that's also the case for Ty, but he's got more HP than you.
Yeah. Kenny, you said they were fighting near the wall, right? Near the back wall?
Well, they're fighting in the middle. All the humans are pinned up against the wall, floor, and ceiling.
Oh. So the gusts of wind are not pushing them away.
I suppose now, since we're going to be ruling that it does, in fact, affect the ghosts, then that's what we're going to go with. Yeah, the ghosts are struggling to stay afloat and not get caught in the tornado. The fight is currently going on in the eye, but anytime they get caught by the wind, it blows them around almost as badly as the mortals.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think this the weather effects affecting the ghosts makes any fucking sense. I don't think it's internally coherent with any other thing we've done in this game.
All right. So in that case, we'll go back to my original one, which means that the wind and ice only affect the mortals and you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
This way, we still need to focus on a very simple thing. We need to rescue the camera crew. Because they're gonna fucking die in here.
I mean...
They're not passing their fucking Dex plus athletic rolls. Nobody is passing their Dex plus athletic rolls in here.
As long as it's on camera, does it matter?
That's up to you and your conscience. I'm trying not to kill people.
Fair enough.
So, do I have ice, Kenny?
Yes, Tib said that you get ice.
All right. Before I join the combat, can I make some non-combat actions since I don't think I'm anybody's focus of attention?
Be my guest.
All right. I'd like to make a... We're pushing against the wind. We're dealing with a lot of stuff here. Would you take a stamina plus athletics roll with the hockey bonus to try and go retrieve some cameramen out of here?
Yes, but remember, you're taking the -5 penalty.
Oh, I know. Which is why we grabbed the nicest dice pool I have. All right, so that's 5 plus 2 plus 4 is 11. I'm saving that willpower in case I need to re-roll this because we have not had nice dice tonight. All right, that's going to be 3 successes. I am going past everybody and trying to. Oh wait, I've got the call up. Excuse me. Well, I'm not using a charge. That's fine.
All right. Then what were you doing? You don't
I'm
wanna use the
going
charge?
around and trying to retrieve the pinned people and get them somewhere out of the blast of wind, essentially. I'm skating past and peeling people off the walls.
All right. There are 5 that are pinned down. You're able to get the closest one off the wall and toss him out the door.
I imagine that's pretty visible.
Yes. The door opens. Ty in his call form is briefly visible, and one of the crew is tossed bodily out the door. When the door is open, the howling wind and frozen ice are on full display before the door is shut again.
I think you guys just got a bonus to your negotiations.
Nathan taps the paperwork.
The producer sighs. Fine. He scratches out the 2,000 and updates it to 20,000.
Please initial next to the change.
The legal niceties are observed, and a very pleased Dan Draven signs his name on the forms. Now, please, gentlemen, he says, my club is yours. The nearby crew grabs up as much gear as they can and attempts to enter the red room.
Nathan takes off around back to find a window or a door that he can peek in, see if he's close enough to the melee.
I'm gonna make a quick roll for these guys and see if they're able to get in the door. No. The door is opened and the crew trying to go inside is blown backwards.
Nathan calls over his shoulder. Please let it be noted that this says you can film here, not that you will receive usable footage in consideration for the remunerations. Filming is up to you.
There's a camera already inside that's rolling, guys. This is gonna be fun. Come on.
All right. So are the two of you going to do anything?
I ran around back to try and get a look in to see if I'm close enough to the melee.
I don't think I can actually survive very long in this environment. Yeah, no, I can't. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use the boneyard to actually. Okay, so I actually have a quick question for you. So I can make a roll here to impose the guilty, shaken, or spooked condition on a target within the boneyard. What is the guilty condition?
I can totally give you that. I just realized something. You could turn the winds off, Tibbs. By the same logic that you can inflict a condition, you should be able to turn one off.
There's nothing saying that I can turn one off.
Hold on just a moment. I'll look into that for a ruling, but first let me give you the guilty condition.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions. I'm looking through the list. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I was trying to find it while we were waiting and couldn't find it. It might be in the blue book.
It might be. Checking though.
Guilty. Your character is experiencing deep-seated feelings of guilt and remorse. This condition is commonly applied after a successful breaking point roll. While the character is under any of the effects of this condition, he receives a -2 to any resolve or composure rolls to defend against subterfuge, empathy, or intimidation rolls.
Okay. Can I roll to inflict the shaken condition to the posse and the six gun saint?
All right, shaken's a different condition.
Yeah.
But that is
Something
that you can do.
Frighten your character extensively. Anytime your character is taking an action where that fear might hinder her, you might opt to fail the roll before you've made the roll and shed this condition. This condition can be imposed by a successful breaking point roll.
What page is that?
That's going to be Chronicles of Darkness book 290.
290? Okay.
I would be willing to bet that tying it into your condition, you could probably have it be that the breaking of the rules is what's terrifying them.
Give me just a sec. Because it says the area becomes infused with the Sin Eater's consciousness per point of plasma spent, giving it the Boneyard environmental tilt. While the Boneyard exists, the Sin Eater may roll Synergy plus Boneyard, contested by Composure plus Synergy, to impose the guilty, shaken, or spooked condition on a target within the Boneyard.
I mean, yes, you can. So you've looked at the other two options. There's also spooked. You have seen something supernatural, not overtly enough to terrify you, and unmistakably otherworldly. How your character responds to this is up to you, but it captivates her and dominates her focus.
You can shed this condition when your character's fear and fascination cause her to do something that hinders the group or complicates things.
So which one would you rather try to impose?
Honestly, I'm thinking shaken might be fun.
Not stirred?
Not stirred.
All right, and shaken is in the blue book, definitely, because I just looked all over the
I'm going to
Geist the
send
Sin
you a
Eaters.
copy in private chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the blue book, but just give me the page, or if you've snipped it, put the snip in private chat.
Doing so right now.
Alrighty. So I am going to go ahead and make that roll real quick. So I'm going to go against the six gun saint on this. So I have to
All right.
because I have to pick a specific target. So 3 successes versus a composure plus power stat.
All right. Being a ghost, he doesn't have, a reaper, he doesn't necessarily have a power stat, but he said it's composure, right?
Yeah, it's written as composure plus synergy. So.
All right. So that means it's his resistance that he rolls. Bear with me momentarily.
Yep.
We are the resistance. Come to make.
right. You beat him.
Okay.
The shaken condition is imposed.
Yep.
All right. And what was the other question that you had?
Is curtain call
Um,
Scottish?
Whether we could uninflict an environmental tilt. Could we inflict
Right.
the still air violet environment, essentially?
All right, bear with me a moment.
So, guys, just to make sure we're all on board here, you guys can't walk in very easily, but your terrifying ghost friend can.
Yep.
You are in control of the environment, Tibbs, so you can basically be controlling the horizontal and the vertical in here.
Yeah, if I step in, there, I have less than 2 rounds before I'm out of HP. So
Well, then, if we need to use them, we'll make them count. So
Alrighty.
here's my thoughts on the matter. We're going to summon a Pokemon, and it's going to come in and help fight. If it isn't going to work, we're going to grab... I'm going to grab the big dude, and we're going to haul him outside to break up the fight. And there, when I meet him out there, we're going to use that one round of combat we've got to lay down as much hurt physically as possible in that time. That is to say, you have your call up as much power and lay down the biggest smackdown you have. Meanwhile, the Pokemon hits with the big punch.
Okay, so looking through the 4-dot earthquake weather, it mentions the list of environmental tilts you can create. And it also says you can end any of your own whenever you want. But if you were imposing one that was opposite, like, say, extreme cold versus extreme heat, I would allow that to negate one to negate the other. But there's no environmental tilt that is on offer that would stop the wind.
Fair enough. Worth a shot.
All right. That having been answered, the shaken condition is applied to the 6-gun Saint. And what does the group want to do next?
I've had my turn. I believe that was Tibbs's turn. Would you like to summon up your friend?
Yes. Nathan is at the back door, and he opens the door, looks inside, and just tells Prom Queen, "We need the one in the mask." The 6-gun Saint. Not the one in the mask, because, you always also have a mask on.
All right. On the other side of the door, there is a small kitchenette where the cups for drinks and stuff are all washed. While it's not open to the dance floor, you can certainly hear the wind from this position. So are you going to unleash Prom Queen?
Yep. Is there anything
All right.
special I have to do for that?
You just choose to unleash.
Hey, Prom Queen. And I believe we are empathetic at this point.
You are as friendly can be right now.
Yeah. And I have Regalia on, so she's rank 7.
Effectively, yes. All right. A Sin Eater can unleash your Geist once per chapter voluntarily as an instant action.
Excellent.
Chapter being session, so.
Yeah.
Right. So go on with what you were saying.
I unleash her and tell her to go get. I basically tell her that we need to bring the Six-Gun Saint back down to Lord Giltskull. And we need to do it with as few of the people getting hurt as possible.
Alrighty. So, ready to go then?
Yeah.
Alright. You don't have to roll or anything. Unleashed is just a thing that happens.
Okay.
So, the prom queen gains the unleashed condition, and you gain the weakened bond condition.
Yeah.
Right. And that having been said, those are important considering what's going on. So, bear with me. Weakened bond. You have unleashed your Geist upon the world, and it is focused on acting out its own agenda in the world of the living. While this is a powerful state for the Geist to be in, it strains the link between both halves of the bound, leaving the Sin Eater in a weakened state. Basically, you can't spend plasm until the scene after the unleashed condition is resolved.
Okay.
And unleashed, you are loose, free to act upon the world directly rather than through the powers of the bargain. An unleashed Geist is a powerful force, but that power comes with increased vulnerability. Immediately gain the materialized manifestation, ignoring all requirements. Gain the following advantages, yada yada. Share plasm and willpower pools with your bound Sin Eater. Treat innate keys as influences with dot ratings equal to your rank. So what's her key? Blood, I think?
Her key is blood.
All right, so that means she has as an influence with 7 dots. Use any
And
haunts
luck as well. I believe it's both innate keys, so.
Yeah, both innate keys, yeah. Also, treat innate keys. So whatever innate key you have.
Chance and blood.
Jesus.
Use any haunts your bound knows the dice pool of power plus rank plus haunt. Use down and dirty combat against lower ranked ghosts and living people without a supernatural template. And this condition ends without resolving at the end of the scene. It resolves when the Geist is beaten up badly enough to quote unquote die. In which case the condition resolves, the Sin Eater gains a synergy beat and loses all remaining plasma.
Okay, but she's not dead, right?
Any more than she was normally.
Okay.
Assuming that anything in here would kill her.
The normal way to deal with a Geist unleashing in a way you wouldn't want them to is to fight the Geist until they fall down.
Okay. Alright, so am I going for her? Or are you going for her?
I need you to go after the Sin Eater.
I know.
Not the Sin Eater.
What I'm asking is Kenny rolling for prom queen or am I rolling for prom queen?
Ah.
You're the one playing prom queen, so you're the one rolling.
Okay, so she can use any of my haunts. She can use, what else was it? My merits?
Any haunts, keys as influences. It's on page 303 if you'd like to look.
I also put them in our Geistspiracy.
Thank you.
But basically, you're going to be swinging their big ol' power stat at people.
Yeah. I was just figuring out what exactly, in what ways she can hit them. Can she just punch them?
Yeah.
Yes, as used down and dirty combat against lower rank ghosts and living people without a supernatural template.
Okay, so I guess let's hope that the six-gun saint is lower than rank 7.
If he wasn't, then he'd be a Kerberai.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Rank 7 is an unreasonable rank to have.
So, did you ever find out his rank? Is this information you have?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm not going to tell you.
Quick question. Another question about the boneyard. So I did inflict a new law. Say that was no shooting firearms. The phrasing on that says the bound gains a rote action quality. The rote action quality to rolls to punish the occupants of the boneyard that breaks her law and counts as a bane for all ghosts that violate that rule. Now it says the bound.
That's you.
So that's
you.
me. That's me specifically, not any of the Sin Eaters.
That's you specifically.
That's
Okay.
you specifically.
That's why if you're going to be involved in the combat, it's going to be at the very end, and you're going to hit as hard as you can.
Okay. Just double checking.
So am I just rolling power to punch this dude in the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, it doesn't say it, but it makes sense to me for Palm Queen to also have access to your skills. So if you
Okay.
have brawl,
Ooh.
Do you have weaponry, perhaps? Or brawl?
I have athletics.
Throw something then.
Yeah, I was considering. What if I grapple?
That would be brawl.
well,
Yeah.
I mean that
That's
would
brawl.
be brawl.
Oh, well.
Athletics is only for throwing, and I believe certain improvised weapons.
Okay.
And archery.
What if Prom Queen picks up another ghost and hits the six-gun saint with it, or throws it at the
That
six-gun saint?
that would be grappling.
If you throw them, then that would be athletics. But
Yeah.
grabbing them in order to do so would be grappling. Or if they were beaten down, then they, from having been successfully
They are
punched.
beaten down
Because they're in the
I have
presence.
the regalia.
So
Eminence.
you're gonna. Yeah, Eminence causes lower ranked ghosts to take on the beaten down tilt upon it. Oh no.
That is how you resolve it. You got him before I did, Jeff. Anyway, Eminence. A Sin Eater, Ghost, or Geist member of the crew joining the Regalia gains +1 rank. Resolve, give all lower ranked entities that can see you the beaten down tilt.
Okay.
So if you want to give up that rank, you can give everyone who can see you that is lower ranked than you the beaten down tilt.
Nope, never mind.
Or if you don't want to do that, you can beat them down the old-fashioned way.
I'm just gonna have her go in and take a punch at the six-gun saint. He is a big special dead dude. He's not gonna die from it. Like, not permanently, at least, so...
Punching is also going to do the bashing equivalent, so we're gonna be fine.
3 successes.
All right. Actually, first things first, we're going to need to roll initiative since we're actually starting a full-on combat now.
All right, so their initiative is finesse plus resistance.
So, 7 plus 8. 15.
And it's 1 dice plus that number.
Yep.
My initiative mod, on the other hand, is 5. So you're going to be going faster than me because I literally could not roll fast enough to catch up with you.
It's 1d10 Tibbs plus.
I misunderstood.
Yep, 1d10.
All right, so I got a grand total of 9.
All
You did the
right,
bonus thing, didn't you? Oh, no, you just rolled 35 on 1 die.
Hacks.
And what's your mod?
5. So I'm rolling. I'm out of 40.
The
Well,
blessing of a certain rabbit falls upon your head.
That is very much a initiative roll there.
Gotta go
40.
fast.
Not sure it works that way, but it's very funny.
I'm gonna opt for 15 here just to be more realistic.
You don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'm
All
going
right,
first.
so did you just get blessed by your previous character? Because that's what it feels like.
a spectral rabbit runs through the nightclub.
Nathan, I haven't seen your initiative.
It's up above their failed ones. It's 19.
There it is. 19. And that leaves it to me. So the 6-gun Saint rolls a 20.
Rude. Can
So,
I reroll my initiative with that reroll?
yeah, sure. The streamer word says anytime.
Still 19.
You got the same damn thing, so I'm going to let you have a free reroll there just because that isn't fun.
Thank you.
I want it to be better or worse, but not
Hey!
the same.
30.
All right.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
better
be so
or worse,
sad.
but not the same. The same is a waste. Okay. So, until the brawl breaks down, the moot ghosts are not are preoccupied and are basically not a part of this because they're too busy fighting each other on both sides. Now, if something happens, which is to draw their attention and make a priority, make the priority not be fight your counterpart, then they will enter the combat and I will roll for them. That being said, currently there are only 4 parties to the combat, and Ethan is first.
Okay.
Hello, lightning speed, fucking
Jesus
machine
Christ.
here.
Yeah, I'm thinking. How can I best influence things here?
What are your keys?
Well, you are outside, but since you can see through the boneyard, that's why you're getting a initiative roll.
Yeah, that's why I was able to do so well, because I'm able to see literally fucking everything. Okay. So my keys are Grave Dirt and Pyre Flame.
Can I make a honest recommendation?
Hmm.
Do the call so you're ready.
Out here in front of everyone?
Fuck.
So give me just a sec. The influences, electronics, laptop, templates, electronics 2. Okay, what is left-handed spanner? I don't recall that. I'm looking at my equipment right now. Sorry.
That's a curse, I believe. You have curses, yeah?
No,
It's
on
in
his equipment.
Yeah. There we go. What page?
Numina.
190.
There we go. 194, because it is a Numina.
Yes.
So left-handed spanner. Let's see.
The ghost disables a device paying 1 essence and touching the object if manifest, or moving its twilight form to superimpose with it if not. The device must be a human manufactured object. Can I do that on his guns?
Well, first off, I was going to say no because it's a cast-off, but reading further, using this Newman in combat requires the ghost to grapple and gain control of the object. So this can't be used this way in Twilight unless the target is in Twilight as well. So for a device such as a gun to be in Twilight, it would necessarily either need to be brought by another magic ability or be a cast-off. So since left-handed spanner is made with that in mind, yes, you could. You could disable the 6-gun Saint's gun if you were to get a hold of it.
Okay, I do have to get a hold of it. Okay. Okay, there's not really too much that I can actually do. So I'm going to use the boneyard to fling open the door, all the doors and windows. And am I able to kind of use the slight
Poltergeist effects?
was that?
The Poltergeist effects?
Yeah, to kind of start shifting the humans out.
That's too much for the boneyard, but you could also use the marionette.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I think you definitely have enough to move people with the marionette at this point. And it looked natural, just the wind blowing them out.
I actually only have 1 dot of marionette.
Let's see. So you didn't raise it?
No. I've been
All right,
focusing.
so let's see what you can lift.
Not much.
I've sworn you picked up 2 at some point. Like, I remember a discussion about that.
We were talking about doing it, but it looks like I never did.
Yeah, for a full person, you need rank 3.
Yeah.
Incorrect. You did
What?
do this. We have it marked down, and you paid the experience. 10/5/2025, -3 XP, the marionette 2.
Okay.
So you didn't update your character sheet.
Okay, so I have 2, but regardless, I don't think that's enough for me to actually
I believe it was rather explicitly enough.
that allows me to do multiple targets. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the marionette to shift up, to shift around some tables, and kind of nudge people out the windows. The people
That
who
work.
are okay.
The people who are stuck.
Yeah.
All right. you can pay 2 plasm to affect the number of targets equal to your marionette dots.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to pay 4 plasm to do that.
No, it doesn't say per target.
Oh, it doesn't say per target? Okay.
No.
Okay. Cool. 4 successes on that.
All right. The marionette is stringed successfully. From the ceiling, tendrils of plasm begin whipping around. And you said you wanted to grab some furniture?
Yeah, just grab some furniture and start nudging people out the open doors or open windows to get them out into a relatively safe area.
All right. There were 5 in there. Ty rescued 1, and your marionette gives you 2 targets. So you grab 2 pieces of furniture, a table and a chair, and are able to use those with the along with the wind to nudge people off, 2 other people off the walls and towards the door, where the wind does the rest of the trick. 2 mortals remain in here.
All right, I believe that's my turn.
Prom Queen, it's your turn.
Prom Queen. Okay, she already punched him.
All right, that roll is long since gone. So make the roll, please.
Okay.
Since this is going to be down and dirty combat, that means it is an opposed roll. So
All right.
you make the roll, and then the 6-gun saint will make his.
Kenny, can she punch him persuasively?
No.
Damn. Okay. Just checking.
You can throw something at him if you want some dice.
All right. Well, we've ruled that you don't that the ghosts will not be affected by the weather conditions. So that means you get the full dice pool. And that was 2 successes, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Come
Lucky for
on,
you,
roll low.
he doesn't have this that either. So let's see. He doesn't have a brawl score either because he is a gunman.
Oh, good.
Have you used your willpower?
I have not used my willpower.
Might as well.
Yeah, do you wish to re-roll that with willpower?
Yep.
Oh well.
That roll stands. The prom queen, having been unleashed, floats into the kitchen. Her hackles are raised, knowing that this is going to be a fight. The knife materializes in her gut, and blood pours down her dress. Her fingernails lengthen, and her jaw distends, dropping several feet before she lunges through the wall and sees her target. The 6-gun saint has blocked a blow from curtain call with his arm. He reaches around with his gun pointed towards the singer when the prom queen lunges towards him.
Can I ask thematically, since he's pointing a gun and has his arm out, that she just comes down with a fucking on his head? I know she's not gonna win, but
Well, I mean, it's your character, so yeah. I just gussy it up for you because no one ever gets theatrical with it. So the prom queen lunges forward, arms raised to hit directly onto the 6-gun saint's 10-gallon hat. he notices, moving his gun to fire. The prom queen dodges the bullet in time, but a gun has been fired.
Ooh.
Okay. So he now has the what was it called? Condition.
Rule breaker or something.
Defiant.
Yeah, the defiant condition. Which is on page 299 of the Geist book.
Hey, Kenny.
The character is aware that she has broken an old law. She takes a -2 modifier to all social actions in the Dominion, and the Kerberos of that Dominion is aware of her location. In this case, you stand in for the Kerberos.
Yeah. Okay. And now I can punish them.
Mm-hmm.
So if he steps outside, you've got one really good swing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know what for you to focus on. Get
So-
yourself out of vision.
The 6-gun Saint fires at the prom queen, who dodges and is immediately hit with the knowledge that he has broken a rule. He holsters his gun and behind the mask narrows his eyes. "What are you kids even doing here?" he shouts at the prom queen. "This is between me and these ghosts here. It's time for them to go home."
God, I wish I could talk.
The
That
same
said,
we said for you.
it is the 6-gun Saint's turn. He doesn't get down and dirty combat against prom queen because he does not outrank her. So that means if he intends to use anything in combat, it will be. Let's see.
What's your power and your finesse, Lex?
My power is 10, my finesse is 8.
So they're going against your defense of 8. Oh wait, that's a gun. Never mind. Sorry. I don't think you've got anything to give you defense against firearms.
I do.
You do?
Not in this moment, no. But guns are made of metal. I have a taser. Metal conducts a lot of electricity, and I have electricity too on my taser.
Okay, I'm not following you, but I trust you.
All right, so it's the 6-gun Saint's turn. So, thinking about about his options, he realizes one that might actually achieve something here. All right, give me a moment to make a dice roll.
Is he gonna beg for forgiveness?
By the way, very important. The prom queen is absolutely visible on the camera. I just want everyone to know that. They are manifest. They are really in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So, they are absolutely visible on that camera. I think that's cool as hell.
The 6-gun Saint looks around him for an option, a way out. and notices one of the two remaining crew members. One of the eyes behind the mask winks, and the six-gun saint discorporates. The crew member, a spindly young woman about 5'4", pushes herself away from the wall with unnatural strength. One arm held against the buffet of the winds. She holds out her hand, making a come here gesture to prom queen, and says, "Come get me."
Can I get that person's physical role to operate under these winds?
That's gonna be a roll, yeah.
I'm sorry, but if they're finally going to have to deal with the problem I'm about to deal with, I want them to also have to deal with it.
Hey, Jeff.
Okay, so
Get in the
Yeah.
middle. Get in the middle. Thank you.
in terms of doing anything, he has accomplished nothing except possessing this young lady, who does manage to get a few feet away from the wall, but that's it.
I communicate telepathically with prom queen, asking her not to go after the poor human who's being puppeted.
All right, Ty, it's your turn.
Okay, so Ty has gotten better education in the art of ghosts than I have, so I would like to call on the Jeff doesn't remember how to deal with this problem. And you're welcome to tell me to go fuck myself, but how do you unpossess somebody?
All right, so how do we end the possessed manifestation?
You open
Condition.
your mouth and you reach in and you pull the ghost out. Oh,
The
wait.
possession lasts for a single scene unless the ghost abandons it early or the host is killed or destroyed.
Gotcha, so they're just going to stay in there until this resolves.
Basically.
So, is that the six-gun saint now?
So,
He's taken a hostage.
yeah.
Wait,
But
we know how to handle this. We know how to handle this. Dee taught us how to put a ghost into a box.
Can we do that on the fly?
Actually, wait, no, that's not the one we need. Fuck. Tibbs. Did we ever get her to teach us that abjure thing? I don't think we did. But I definitely told you about what I saw. Can you make, on your turn, an attempt? You can definitely make a sound in there.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to try and abjure this motherfucker for me? You know the words I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with that and maybe an occult roll, you might be able to figure it out. Kenny seems pretty generous about that sort of thing.
I'd be willing to give it a try.
Meanwhile, I'm going to haul her out of here.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, mortals can, a sin eater can use the regular abjuration action from the blue book. That is on page 140 if you wish to do it. The abjuration is a resolve plus composure roll contested by the entity's power plus resistance. In order to use it, I'm going to have to ask you to make a intelligence plus occult roll at a -3 for you to figure this out from first principles.
Okay.
I'm never going to figure it out on first principles, so someone else is going to have to do that for me at least.
Which one? What was it? Int plus
Res-
what?
Int plus occult to figure it out. Resolve plus composure, I think he said.
Can
Does this count as an action taken to punish the person breaking my law?
I mean, yes, you're acting against him,
Okay.
so that means you would get the rope condition for anything that you do against this man. You're figuring out how to fuck with him.
Going to happen next round. What's happening this round is I am going to go capture the very weak and spindly human that I now have a severe advantage over. So let's
All right.
talk
Hold
about...
on, Ethan needs to make a roll first.
Oh, I thought I have it queued up for my turn. Or unless you want to do it now.
It's Ty's. First, it's Ty's turn. You're right. Yeah.
It's time to be aggressive. Be aggressive. All right. What? I think this is just a standard grapple plus brawl, right?
Yeah, for what you're talking about. Grab the young woman.
I call upon my power stat. With the call, I spend one of my 5 charges. Wait, 5 plus 5 because I had the key as well. Sorry, so one of my 10 charges. On the call to use that. So I'm going to be rolling 6 plus brawl. I'm going to be spending another... Christ, I believe I'm allowed to spend 3 to grab brawl from be aggressive. So that gets me up to 5 there and spends most of my plasm. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's going to be fine. But that's going to get me up to, a total of 11 before the -5. So, yeah. 6 dice.
All right, make your roll.
I succeed.
And grapple is a opposed roll, right?
I believe so.
And just to double check, when you establish the grapple, does he get a...
Be right back.
Give me just a moment here. I want to double check and see if he gets...
To grab an opponent,
a...
roll strength plus brawl minus defense. On a success, both characters are grappling. If the attacker rolls an exceptional success, he picks a move from the list below immediately. No, so the grapple has started, but on their turn, or my turn, whichever happens first, we will do a grapple thing.
Okay, so that means he, the 6-gun, you get to use the 6-gun Saint's defense. He uses the girl's defense. I'm just going to be nice here and let you re-roll at a -1.
Okay.
So 5.
My apologies. Same result.
Okay, a grapple is initiated.
Weirdly within one result. Actually, if you consider that we cut off a 1 and one die went up by 1, it is the same result.
Actually, it is the exact same result. 9, 7. Oh, yep. 5, 4. There is one that's different, so yeah, okay. Ty skates across the icy floor of the club and bodily grabs the young woman that the 6-gun Saint is possessing.
All right. And I need to make my Dex plus Athletics to not take 5 bashing damage.
Yes, please.
I think that because I am on skates, I am going to call in my hockey specialization. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Be Aggressive's finesse is 4. That's substantially better than 1, and I've got a bunch of charges. So that's 4 plus 7 is 11. I don't think I'm getting the -5 to dodge the... Am I getting the -5 here as well? That feels incoherent?
It wouldn't make a lot of sense if you got the -5 to the roll in this case. At least I don't think it would.
I will happily roll the 6. I just want to know.
All right. So Ty doesn't take the damage. And it does, and you did remind me that the prom queen is manifest, so the prom queen would need to roll for that. At the top of the prom queen's turn, we're going to roll their storm
Dex
save.
plus your
Yeah.
athletics plus your finesse.
Okay, so power plus finesse.
At the top of your turn, I'm going to have you roll it twice, once for your previous time and once for now. It's Ethan's turn now.
Alrighty, let's see how well I do to figure out this abjuration thing.
Sorry to throw this on your lap, but it's the only thing I can think of. Holy shit!
All right, having heard the story from Ty a long time ago, of course, Ethan, with an occult interest, looked into it to figure out how one would go about this, and found out this appears to have been a fairly standard abjuration ritual in order to ward off ghosts, spirits, and other supernatural nasties. And of course, this means that you have a decent idea of how you might go about doing that.
All right, can I go ahead and give it a try?
I'm not going to have you roll marionette for this, but I'm going to consider that being how you do it.
Oh,
so
okay.
give me a resolve plus composure roll, contested by the entity's power plus resistance.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right, and he gets a pool of 15.
Ooh, jeez.
4 successes. The abjuration is unsuccessful.
Should I try willpower?
I mean, you were pretty close.
All right.
If you want to use willpower, now's the chance.
All right. Ah, never mind. No dice.
All right. The tables flail around in arcane movements, but nothing happens.
We'll have to table that for now.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Now
Means
it's the
you're-
prom queen's turn.
Okay, so I'm rolling because she's manifested as a ghost?
You are manifested. That means you are physical, which means the wind is hitting you.
Oh,
So you're rolling finesse plus athletics.
my athletics?
Yeah, prom
Yeah.
queen gets access to your skills.
Yeah, because otherwise it would just be finesse.
And then I do it
Alright.
again?
Mm-hmm.
You just need 1 success to not get hit.
Okay.
All right, so the prom queen is not taking any damage from the wind. All right, now what do you choose to do with your turn?
I mean, that's a really good fucking question.
Pick up something and throw it at his head. Oh, wait, it's a... Why don't you go grab them? They're not going to have the strength to actually resist you.
Because you're grabbing them.
Yeah.
Oh. That actually doesn't stop you. You can join the grapple. That's totally a thing you can do.
That is true. You can join the grapple if you wish.
And that'll mean that you get, when we do some rolling, a chance of overtaking them, and you've got a better shot than I do, actually.
Okay, hold on. I have an idea. We're
Go
all
on.
here. I have Synergy 8, which means that everything around us is open. Which means that technically she's open even though she's being possessed. So if we shove another ghost in her, will it push him out?
There aren't any rules about that, but I would presume it would cause a clash of wills.
Perfect. She chooses
no.
one of Curtain Call's minions and attempts to shove it in this woman's mouth.
Alternately, you could just ask Curtain Call to do it.
Ask Curtain Call.
Curtain Call's probably got the juice to do it.
To do what?
To do the possession.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Fine. Talk.
I use my power and persuasion to ask Curtain Call to please possess this woman to get this dude out. And if that's allowed, that will be... I mean, technically this is de-escalation?
Sure.
Yeah, you're dealing with a hostage situation. Holy
Exceptional
shit!
success.
Rolling just the top half of that die, huh?
I got a
All
3.
right, so that's an exceptional success. I'm going to say Curtain Call gets a +2 bonus. So this is going to be a clash of wills, just straight up. Let's see. Bear with me a moment.
Yep.
Alright, it doesn't mention exactly what a ghost would use for Clash of Wills, so I'm going to use the same thing that a ghost would use to activate their funds. It's going to be power plus finesse. So, Curtain Call versus the 6-gun Saint in this case. Right. Right. The 6-gun Saint goes first, and he is rolling 16 dice.
Come on, roll low. Roll low. Oh,
7. So, Curtain Call goes next.
it's too bad I'm not playing Old Wad.
And he has 12. If he rolls more...
Is that with the +2?
Oh, that's right. He rolls 14. 5. So I'm going to let him spend a point of willpower. Just for the fun of it. Still a 5. So. Prom Queen mentions to Curtain Call to push the 6-gun Saint out of the girl. Curtain Call nods and attempts to possess the girl as well. He is unable to pierce the 6-gun Saint's resolve and ends up being abjured back several feet himself, floating in the air and shaking his head.
Damn.
No dice, love, he says. He's got a real hold on her.
Okay, was that Prom Queen's turn? Or my turn?
Talking is a reflexive action, so if you want to have an actual action, I'm going to allow it.
Yes. Prom Queen would like to deal with her key of blood.
All right, what do you want to do with 7 points in the influence?
Well, I'd like to make her anemic so she passes out.
That is something that you could do. Let's see. Bear with me just a second here, because we don't use influences very often.
That's genius.
Thank you. I have literally been Googling ways you can use blood to make someone sleepy. Or what you can do to blood to make someone sleepy.
That is a power plus finesse roll.
Pass. Okay, sorry. Yes, excellent.
Swing a little more on the merry-go-round.
You expend essence, which in this case is your plasm,
Okay.
equal to what you want to do. So let's put together what you want to do. You want to knock her out, right?
Yes, I would like her to pass out.
So since that doesn't need to be powerful, you don't need to make it permanent and kill her. You don't. You just need her to take a nap for a while.
Yep.
Then this would be 1 plasm.
Perfect.
Holy!
10 minutes per success.
So 50 minutes.
All right.
I think she's gonna need to go see a doctor, but that's better than what was gonna happen if she kept walking around this room.
Prom Queen screams at the possessed film crew lady, who immediately begins bleeding out her ears, nose, and eyes. This is going to give them an additional -1 penalty, and if they fail and get hit by the wind and get knocked out, then they will get knocked out. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Because he did fail against the wind previously. So, that being said, it is now the 6-gun Saint's turn.
Roll him.
And he had in this girl, I think it was just... I did this a minute ago. 3. So 2.
We just need to make one more round, guys. It's gonna be fine. And they're also going against me with those dice in a grapple.
Okay, so the 6-gun Saint is grappled. That means he needs to do a grapple action before he can do anything else.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey, people in the audience, people watching, there is a cool channel point reward that you could do to make Kenny re-roll that if you wanted to. Just saying. You have a very small
Anyways,
window of time.
so this is Strength Press Brawl versus Strength Press Brawl.
Alrighty. No! Screw you!
We explicitly are not allowed to do that. We did this joke already.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Brat. Okay. Anyways, so that's okay. So I'm got the -5 from this, so I believe I'm at a 6.
Alright.
That's 1 success.
And she's probably got 0 strength being knocked out, right?
Well, she's not knocked out yet.
She's passed out.
She's anemic. She hasn't full passed out yet.
Okay.
I'm
so
rerolling.
You saw that he beat you, and you were like, okay, I'm rerolling.
I have 6 dice. I am got a good chance of beating that.
Okay.
All right, so we tied.
Alright, you tied. Player wins in that case.
All right. So, I am going to place the hold move.
Alright, and the hold move does...
Hold the opponent in place. Neither character can apply defense against incoming attacks.
Alright.
What this also means is I can use restrain next time I win.
Alright, your turn is ended. Ty takes the struggling film crew girl and applies pressure to her to get her to hold still. The 6-gun Saint is unable to force her to struggle harder than her muscles are capable of. So she is held in place.
Mhm.
Ethan.
Everyone in the nightclub hears Ethan's voice. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I wish to make confession.
That is the thing. The girl in Ty's hand goes rigid before going limp. The six-gun saint reappears just outside her body and floats directly out the door.
I need you to confess for as long as is physically possible. I need you to go over everything.
And don't make shit up. It has to be a real confession.
Yeah. Of course.
Now, the six-gun saint is not manifest, so the others aren't seeing him. Where are you currently? Are you still with Dan and the producer?
I believe he was around the back.
Yeah, I'd scooted off the side, like out of sight of everybody before doing all this.
All right. So, the six-gun saint leaves the area. The ghosts that he brought as his posse see that they are now not backed up and begin making a run for it as Curtain Call and his ghostly crew begin chasing them out. Combat is effectively ended.
So, straightforward question, has the wind stopped?
Yes, the wind
Yes.
ceases. And one and two very battered but alive crew members remain.
I carefully place them by the door and fucking book it.
Okay, so the six-gun saint makes his way through the door and into the back of the club, where he finds Ethan. In an unthinking monotone, he says, "Confess your sins, my child."
I've never done this before, so you'll have to bear with me. And I start going back and recounting everything that I can remember that I've ever done wrong. And I have a eidetic memory.
Oh my fucking god.
So the six-gun saint is essentially being held in place. What will the rest of you do?
I'm coming up to give the ghostly equivalent of a wedgie now that I have basically free reign and all the time in the world. Actually, no. Lex, could you come and do a Scooby?
I'm gonna
A
need-
Scooby-Doo?
Pull the mask off.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
He's helpless.
Prom Queen and I come out and grab his mask.
All right, this is a strength plus brawl for grapple.
I'm sorry, you can tell which part of Scooby-Doo I watched because I was like, he drops his glasses and searches for them. You said, what was it? Strength plus brawl? Plus brawl?
Mm-hmm.
So, power?
Power. Probably with a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saving my willpower to reroll in case this fails. 4 successes.
All right, the six-gun saint isn't capable of resisting, and also in this circumstance, I'm going to have him choose to auto-fail in order to get rid of the shaken condition.
Excellent.
So as you count for a bane, you can remove the mask. As the prom queen's fingers dig under the edge of the mask, you almost feel it hop off his face, as though it simply does not want to be there.
I would like to have prepared an action for what happens next. I would like to grab the unmasked dude now.
Father Calavera, now fully unmasked, blinks in mild confusion. The ban of the 4-rank 6-gun saint is not the ban of the 2-rank Father Calavera. So as he turns and says, "What just happened?"
You've been relieved of duty.
And your flock awaits you.
So what was the action you wanted to do?
I want to grab
do it.
him.
Okay.
Ethan's still confessing, by the way.
Have
I
we
like
got
the
to
idea that
age
you will
5
continue
yet?
to do this.
He's-
Strength press brawl.
I think at this point he's probably up to age 5, maybe 6.
This is deeply uncomfortable. I love it. All right.
It's no longer affecting him, but it just feels right.
All right. So there we go. So that's an attempted grapple, which I believe succeeds.
Yeah, he already failed it, so from beforehand, so I figure it doesn't make any sense to have him re-roll. You successfully grab Father Calavera, who blinks his clouded eyes at you. His wrinkled old face looks at you sadly. "I guess you've won."
I don't wish to harm you, Father, but you are needed back home. So I'm going to ask you to take your own advice and let us go back to the underworld together.
Okay. I'll go.
So we take a drive to, I'm sure there's a portal around here somewhere.
Considering how little time we have, that will be addressed in next session.
On our way to the car, I would like to tell Dan Draven that I have a finder's fee of 5%.
The vampire opens his mouth to argue when his bodyguard elbows him sharply in the ribs. Ow. Okay. Okay. Fine. And with that, the curtains drop.
Before I do that, can we have done one last thing? Since
What?
we have resolved the problem for Curtain Call, could I politely ask him to put on a show for the cameras?
Oh, sure, that isn't a problem.
They might as well get their money's worth. And I don't think they got any good footage of that shit before.
Should I stay behind and help Curtain
No,
Call with
no,
that?
no. I need you.
Okay.
He uses his ghostly powers to start picking up various heavy objects that could not be manipulated by strings and slamming them around the room at high speeds in a dramatic manner.
Woo!
And now we'll drop the curtain.
Perfect.
All right, everybody, let's go over your aspirations.
All right. Get scouted for college hockey. I did some more hockey stuff. We're working hard.
Yep.
Find a way to put the Undertaker underground. We did some research on how to deal with that over the week. I think we've got some good knowledge on that. Because we know that he doesn't have certain abilities now. Unmask the pastor. Success!
Yep.
I feel like you should have
Check-
actually labeled that one as Unpastor the Mask.
That would have probably been funny. Check in on Granny and Co. We did that. And drag he to hell. We are at the very least in process of it.
Fair enough. Right, who's next?
I'll go. Drill the hole. I don't think we took any steps towards that this time. Oh wait, yes I did, because I looked into the exhibition killer.
Fair enough.
Grove's a crew. We
did. We added Granny. She's officially part of the crew now.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I'd like to take steps towards Draven as well. Find out more about my great-grandpa. I absolutely did that.
Yep.
Pokemon Mastery. Step in clear.
Yep.
Negotiate a deal. I think I negotiated a fine deal. That was like a 2,000% increase. And
A full ass 10 times. So yeah, like 900% more money.
All right. And Ethan?
All right. So, my world record speed run. I got a bit better equipment for that. So step that. Improve my rig / get new equipment. I'd like to step and clear that.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. I mean, yeah. We just fought a Reaper in both winter and in hurricane season.
Fair enough.
And then lastly, tying up loose ends. Did I help you with anything this
yes.
during downtimes?
Yeah, you looked into Tobias for a minute.
Yeah.
So that was $1,000 you just made, Lex, by your calculations. Not bad for like 10 minutes of work as a kid.
All right. Is that all that you had, Ethan?
Yep, that's all me.
All right. Well, in that case, we're done for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Hopefully, now that everything is resolved, we should be back here again in 2 weeks, same as always.
Please make sure to subscribe on our YouTube, which is youtube.com/deadclownplayers.
Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.
Where's my mouse?